Simplifying expressions. It's in a red cloud. Okay, like terms, well, they're terms that are like. You've seen this, so I'm going to go very, very quickly through this lesson. No, like terms are terms that are alike. I'm not going to write that, though. Terms with the same variables and corresponding exponents. Really quickly, let me give you an example. I'm going to actually write it up here in a different color. So if I have like x, 4x, and negative 6x, they're fine. They're like terms. They're all like terms. That's great. Yay! And if I have x squared, 10x squared, and 5x squared, they're all like terms. Yay! And then if I'm over here and I'm like, I have x squared and y squared and x, wait a minute, what? No, they're not. So if I was to circle them and call them like terms, then I would deserve a really good punch in the face. So no, they're not. Here's why they're not. Even though these have the same exponent, they're not the same variable. And even though these have the same variable, they don't have the same exponent. So they have to have both. They don't have to have the same coefficient. As a matter of fact, it's helpful if they don't. Okay, let's do this. This is the distributive property. You've seen it, so I'm not going to explain the distributive property very much. 5 times 4 and 4 times 9 is going to go there. So we have 4 times 5x is 20x. This is a review, so I'm going fast. 4 times 9, 36. We're done. We are done because these are not like terms. So don't be like, well, 20 plus 36. 20 plus 36 doesn't happen here because this is 20x plus 36. All right, let's keep moving. There is nothing to distribute. So don't be like, well, I'll distribute that. No, you won't. There are no parentheses to distribute to. But I do have two pairs of like terms. Check this out. 4 and 4. And they'll be like, well, there's another 4 or whatever. No, he doesn't go to their party. 4 and 4, you better know what that is. And then we have 4x and 4x. And because I have 4x and 4x, I have 8x. Now, don't say, well, 8 plus 8 is irrelevant. Okay, 8 plus 8 is irrelevant. This is 8 plus 8x. These are unlike terms. All right, let's keep moving. I'm going to distribute. What are you going to distribute? The 4? No! Don't distribute that 4. No! You distribute the 8. It's the number in front of the parentheses. By the way, sometimes you'll distribute the number behind the parentheses. Not on this sheet, but sometimes you will. So, I have 8 times 2n. Well, that's 16n. 8 times negative 1. That's negative 8. And I have 4n. What are you going to do with your 4n? I don't know. What do you want to do with the 4n? Well, I didn't do anything with the 4n, so I'm just going to bring it down, and I'm still going to have that plus there. It just sits there. Now I'm going to put my like terms together. 4n, 16n, 20n, minus 8. These are unlike, okay? I'm just telling what you already know. This one and this one are alike. They both have an n. We're good. Okay, this next one is tricky. And it looks easy, but the first thing people say when they see it is, I'm going to distribute that 9. No, you're not. Well, you better not. Because what's in front of this parentheses? There's a 1. Now, technically, it's a negative 1. So we're going to distribute negative 1 to x and negative 1 to negative 9. So what happens to this 9? Just comes right on down. All right. Negative 1 times x is negative 1x. Negative 1 times negative 9 is positive 9. All right, looking for some like terms. Well, I only have one term with an x, and I have a couple terms that don't have x's. So these are alike. 9 and 9, of course, makes 18. And I still have negative 1x. All right. Only 4 more. This is a short lesson. Okay, now let me warn you here. A common misconception is people are going to look at that and say, well, see, 14 plus 2 is no. All right, let's real quick. I'm going to slow the lesson down. Real quick, I'm going to slow down. That made no sense. Let's come over here. I do parentheses first. I simplify parentheses. I can't simplify these parentheses. These are unlike terms, so there's nothing I can do in here to simplify. And then I deal with exponents. Well, there are no exponents. And now I deal with multiplication and division. Don't add and subtract yet. So we're still on the multiplication and division. So it's illegal to go 14 plus 2. No, I need to do 2 times 3, 2 times negative x. This 14 just comes right on down. 2 times 3 is 6. It is positive. 2 times negative x is negative 2x. And we never messed with that negative x. There we go. And now we have a couple pairs of like terms. And so we will put the numbers together and the x's together just by adding the coefficients or subtracting. So 14 plus 6, 20. Negative 2 minus 1 is negative 3x. They are unlike terms. Don't do 20 minus 3. This ain't 17. All right. 4 minus 2 is not something you would do. Let's distribute first. Let's start by going negative 2 times 4. Negative 2 times negative 2. What about that 4 in the front? Bring it down. Negative 2 times 4 is negative 8x. Negative 2 times negative 2 is positive 4. We are looking for like terms, and I think you found them. 4 plus 4. If I had 4 fingers on one hand and 4 fingers on the other one, then I'd have a normal set of hands. I'd have a couple thumbs too. Whoa, I made a mistake. You see it? Got in a big old way of writing and I messed up something. See what it is? You notice my mistake? Well, let's see if I can fix it. 4 plus 4 is 8. Negative 8x. Oh, it ain't negative. It needs to be. So there we go. I could have left it. I'm stuttering. Could have left it as plus negative, but I didn't want to. Okay, this one's fun. 5 plus 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 5x. What? Okay, let's find like terms. I like terms and I cannot lie. 5, 5, 5. Okay, not 5x. 5, 5, 5. Nope. 5, 5, 5, 5. Nope. Regular numbers with no variables, they're always like terms. So 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. That's a really generic phone number, isn't it? What's your phone number? 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. If you ask somebody for their phone number and they give you that, then you know that they're pulling your leg and it's not a real phone number. Hey girl, how you doing? What are your digits? 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. Don't dial that. Just pulling your leg. Anyway, there are 7 5s, so technically I have 7 5s, that's 35. And then we deal with 5x and 5x. I dialed the number and she never answered. 336 555. There we go. 10x. 5555. Extension 55. All right, last problem. We have 2x. 2 times 5. Negative 2 times 2x. Negative 2 times 14. Now, each number in the front, each coefficient of the parentheses distributes only to those parentheses. So, 2x, 2x. 2 times 5 is 10. Negative 2 times 2x is negative 4x. Negative 2 times 14 is negative 28. All right. I am going to put my like terms together. See it? There's one. There's another one. 2 minus 4. If I had $2 and I give away $4 and I owe somebody $2, I bounce the check. And then we have 10 minus 28. 10 minus 28. Well, if I had $10 and I gave away 28, man, I'm losing some money here. Minus 18.